G'day legends, Fazri here, and crikey, have I got some stories for you today that'll warm your heart right up. In the wild, a mother's instinct is one of the most powerful forces on the planet. Protecting her young is everything, her absolute #1 job. So, what happens when that instinct tells her to trust something completely unexpected? A human. It's a rare and beautiful thing, a moment where the lines between our worlds seem to blur just a little. We're going to dive into some absolutely gobsmacking stories of wild animals who've shown an incredible, mind-blowing level of trust by letting people get close to their most precious treasures, their babies. These aren't your everyday occurrences, mind you. These are special, once-in-a-lifetime connections built on respect, understanding, and a whole lot of love. From the biggest land animals to the most fearsome predators, we're about to see a side of them that most people never get to witness. It's a testament to the idea that kindness can cross any species barrier. The bond between a mother and her baby is sacred, and to be invited into that circle of trust is one of the greatest honors a person can ever receive. So get ready to have your heartstrings pulled, because these stories are the real deal. They're heartwarming, they're astonishing, and they remind us that the animal kingdom is full of surprises and deep, deep emotions. We're going to look at some absolute beauties who decided to put their faith in us. It's a powerful reminder of the connections we can forge if we just lead with compassion. Let's get into it. Right, first up, let's talk about one of the most intelligent and emotional animals on the planet, the elephant. What a beauty! Now these magnificent giants have long memories, and they form incredibly tight-knit family bonds led by a wise old matriarch. They've seen the best and, sadly, the worst of humanity. So, for an elephant mother to trust a person with her brand new wobbly-legged calf is a massive, massive deal. It's not something that happens out of the blue. It's a relationship built over years of gentle care and respect, usually in sanctuaries where these animals have found refuge. Imagine this, a massive mother elephant who could flatten you in a heartbeat, gently nudging her little one towards her trusted human caretaker. She's essentially saying, "You're part of our family, our herd. I trust you to be gentle with my baby." We've seen it happen where keepers are allowed to help clean the calf, check its health, or even just share a quiet moment with the new family. It's a sign of ultimate acceptance, a beautiful silent conversation that says more than words ever could. It's an honor that would bring a tear to your eye, a true privilege. Crikey, now we're moving on to an animal that's often misunderstood, the wolf. Wolves are the definition of a tight family unit. The pack is everything. They hunt together, they live together, and they raise their pups together. They are naturally wary of humans, and for very good reason. For centuries, we haven't exactly been their best mates. So, when you hear about a wolf, even one in a rescue or rehabilitation center, allowing a human into that inner circle, you know you're witnessing something extraordinary. It's a level of trust that goes against every single one of their wild instincts. In some special sanctuaries, where wolves have been rescued and have learned that not all humans are a threat, something amazing can happen. A mother wolf might allow a caretaker she's known her whole life to get near her den of tiny squeaking pups. This isn't about playing with them, it's about being accepted as a non-threatening presence. She might let the human help if a pup is sick or needs assistance. This is the wolf pack saying, "You are not a danger. You are, for this moment, one of us." It's a rare and fragile trust, a testament to the handler's patience and deep understanding of these incredible canids. What a ripper. Look at this absolute stunner, the leopard. These cats are masters of camouflage, silent hunters of the night. They are solitary, elusive, and fiercely protective of their young. A mother leopard will move her cubs constantly to keep them safe from predators, hiding them away in the most inaccessible places. For her to willingly reveal the location of her cubs to a human, or even accept help? That's almost unheard of. It only happens in the most extreme circumstances, or in a place where a deep, long-standing bond has been formed, like a dedicated wildlife reserve. There have been a few incredible stories where leopards in these reserves, facing a crisis like an injured cub or a lack of food, have led their trusted human caretakers to their hidden dens. It's a desperate plea for help, but also an act of incredible faith. The mother cat, torn between her instinct to hide and her instinct to save her baby, chooses trust. The caretakers, moving with slow, respectful purpose, might provide medical aid or supplementary food. These moments are tense, beautiful, and a powerful example of a mother's love overcoming her innate fear of humans for the sake of her young. Dangerously beautiful. Now, let's head to the jungles of the Americas and talk about the jaguar. What a powerful animal. This is the apex predator of its domain, a solitary and formidable hunter. Like the leopard, jaguars are incredibly secretive, especially when it comes to their young. Finding a jaguar den in the wild is next to impossible. However, in sanctuaries where jaguars might have been born and raised, having been rescued from trafficking or habitat loss, they can form powerful, lifelong bonds with the humans who have cared for them since they were just little spotted fluffballs. When these sanctuary-raised jaguars become mothers themselves, that deep-rooted bond can shine through in the most amazing way. A mother jaguar, who sees her human caretaker as a familiar and safe part of her world, might allow them to approach and even assist with her cubs. This could involve health checks, weighing the cubs to monitor their growth, or helping to clean the birthing den. She watches every move, a low rumble in her chest. But she allows it. It's her way of introducing her new family to her old family, a beautiful merging of her two worlds. It's absolutely magnificent. Crikey! Now for something that'll really blow your socks off. Crocodiles. We think of them as cold, prehistoric predators, and they are. They're living dinosaurs, and their parental instincts are fierce and primal. A mother croc will guard her nest of eggs with her life, taking on anything that comes too close. After the eggs hatch, she'll gently carry her tiny babies in her massive jaws down to the water's edge for their first swim. Her mouth, capable of a bone-shattering bite, becomes a gentle cradle. Trust is not a word you'd normally associate with a crocodile. But hold your breath, because in some rescue centers and croc parks, we've seen the impossible. There are cases where mother crocodiles, who have a long history with a specific keeper, have allowed that person to be present during the hatching. More than that, they've allowed them to help excavate the nest and even handle the tiny hatchlings to ensure they all get out safely. The mother croc lies nearby, watching with an ancient, unblinking eye. It's a primal, edge-of-your-seat kind of trust, a keeper earning the respect of a dinosaur. It proves that even the most ancient of reptiles can form a bond. You little beauty. Just look at the sheer power and striped beauty of this animal. The tiger, the largest of all the big cats, a solitary hunter that commands respect and fear. In the wild, a tigress is one of the most dedicated mothers you'll ever see. She raises her cubs alone, teaching them everything they need to know to survive, and she will defend them with ferocious intensity. Getting between a tigress and her cubs is one of the most dangerous places to be on Earth. Her protective instincts are absolutely off the charts, and her trust is not given lightly, if at all. But in the safe haven of a sanctuary, where a tiger may have been rescued from a terrible situation and learned to trust her human caregivers, a different story can unfold. A tigress who has known nothing but kindness from her keepers might, just might, allow them into her world when her cubs are born. She might let them help if a cub is struggling, or simply be present without showing any aggression. It's a bond forged in the quiet moments, the daily feedings, the gentle words. That tigress is making a conscious choice, overriding millennia of instinct to allow a human to share in one of her most vulnerable moments. What an absolute honor. Last, but certainly not least, the king of the beasts, the lion. Unlike the other big cats we've talked about, lions are social. They live in prides, a big complex family where the lionesses work together to raise all the cubs. It's a creche system, a community effort. This social structure is their strength, but it also means that trust and hierarchy are everything. A mother lioness is still fiercely protective, and the whole pride is on high alert when new cubs arrive. A human is an outsider, a potential threat to the entire family. But, you guessed it, in sanctuaries where lions have found safety and formed bonds with their human family, the pride's rules can bend. A lioness who trusts her caregiver may see them as a strange, furless member of the pride. When her cubs are born, she might allow that trusted human to come near. The other lionesses will be watching, the big male will be observing, but they follow her lead. If she is calm, they are calm. Allowing a human to interact with the cubs under her watchful eye is the ultimate sign of acceptance into the pride. It's being welcomed into the royal family. How cool is that? Crikey, what an adventure! From the gentle giants to the kings of the jungle, We've seen that the capacity for trust and connection runs deep in the animal kingdom. These moments are so incredibly precious because they are so rare. They are not tricks, they are relationships. They are built on a foundation of patience, understanding, and above all, respect. When a wild animal, a mother, decides to trust a human with her baby, it's one of the most profound and powerful statements in nature. It's a silent acknowledgement that says, "I see you, and I know you will not bring harm." These stories serve as a beautiful, shining reminder of the powerful bond that is possible between humans and wildlife. It shows that compassion is a universal language, understood by all creatures great and small. These caretakers and rangers have dedicated their lives to understanding these animals, not to tame them, but to coexist with them and protect them. The trust they receive in return is the greatest reward imaginable, a testament to their dedication and heart. It's a bridge between two worlds, built one gentle act at a time. So, let's take that lesson with us. Let's look at the wildlife around us, in our backyards and across the globe, with a new sense of wonder and respect. These animals share our planet, and they deserve our protection. By showing kindness and giving them their space, we help ensure they can thrive for generations to come. Let's all be wildlife warriors in our own way. Thanks for joining me on this journey, you little rippers. Stay passionate and keep loving our incredible wildlife.